All right, so as we have the setup video percolating and uploading to YouTube, we are going to start here our first week. Um, so let's get started. The Black Knight. So the Black Knight is not friendly with the rogues, but the Black Knight does have his special advantage, which is fear. That means that he rolls one die, doing pretty much everything. Um, right, hiring, getting prices, etc. So I think what the Black Knight is going to do is the Black Knight is going to do a trade, and he will do 3 higher phases real quick, and that'll be his first day here. And then he's going to just, wander off down into the Borderlands. He's going to wait. Some of this board's going to open up for him, and as soon as it does, he's going to pop Rescue, and he doesn't want to go to the ghosts, so he's looking for the sorcerer maybe to open the board up a little bit for him, or one of these chaps, the WGirl to go to the deep woods, and or right, the WGking, probably in the mountains. Probably he's not looking for the mountains or the Borderlands. So he's looking for these tiles to open up a little bit. As soon as they do, he pops Rescue, and he's going to go down there, hopefully with a small cadre of dudes, because I always see the Black Knight with a small cadre of rogues following him. Sort of, that's just my headcanon. And so that's what I'm going to do for the Black Knight. So that's sort of where he's at. The WGirl at the end of the day gets her quest, but for now, she knows she can get to the chapel and sacrifice, but we're probably going to look first. I mean, it's pretty simple. I think we're going to move to the deep woods. We're going to hide. And then, yeah, I think, and then we're going to search twice. And then the reason is we can roll a single die to do all of those things. And I want to find, I mean, just to find this, you really want to open this tile up and see what the hell's in here. But searching here is a way to not waste phases. So done. So that is her gig. We are now looking at the sorcerer. Now the sorcerer has to decide if we're melting it. So, God, I think... Man, I mean, and the nice thing about the strongman is he's not a combatant. We don't even have to worry. Like, he's not a character. He's just a power, really, that you're buying. So I don't have a bunch of rules, and I know it's sort of goofy. It's not quite as thematic. But if you have a follower and then you flee, well, that follower gets stuck in your clearing. They don't get to flee with you. The strongman does. He's a power for all intents and purposes. So I think we are going to hide. Yeah, let's hide. I'm going to hire to get these strongmen. I'm going to trade once with the rogues to see what they have in case they have anything that is purpley. And then frankly, I mean, let's trade first just in case. In case it's something so amazing, I have to and we're just going to do that. And we're going to hide out. And we're actually hoping the company shows up, if I'm to be honest. What does he get? He gets an extra enchant. So that is sort of useful. He will probably cast Melt into Mist at the end of today. And so on. And then the WGking. The WGking is going to move into the mountain. And frankly, he's going to hide 3 times. And actually, no, there's no... let's not search yet. We're just going to... We're just going to hide. So we're going to be very cautious opening day as the Witch King. Get out of Dodge. Get to here. See what the hell's around. Done. And so a very, very light and airy and easy first day for most of our heroes. And make a monster roll. So on the first day, it's giants and trolls. Oh, we need chips from everybody. So we'll put a chip there. He will donate. He donates. And the Witch King also donates. We'll flip them. We'll make them bigger. Drop them in the bucket, and then make sure the order is random. Done. So, all right. So yeah, day one is giants and trolls. The Witch King will go first, followed by the rest of the crew. So we're moving into the mountains. We're hiding a bunch of times. We should be hidden, and we are. And so what appears? Ruins, so bats, and Roar 4. Roar 4 is going to bring out these boys. I don't know what the hell that was, but that did not work out at all. Somehow we ended up with both of them. So they appear. Ruins is going to be Ruins M, I think, is pretty batty. So nothing good in the mountain really at all for our Witch King. So we'll decide at the end of the day whether he casts or not. And so on. So the Black Knight is going to trade with the rogues, and he's going to look at their shit, pretty much. Like a horse would be good, too. You know what? I'm just going to flip these. So map of the ruins. Were there two of them? Oh, there is indeed a weird. So that's a weird visual. We drew that card. So I'm gonna do this. Let's flip this. Vial of healing. Even new wounds fatigue while active. So you take all your wounds, move them to fatigue, and then all of your wounds become just fatigue. None of those are great. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna roll on the vial. The vial's only $2. Remember, we only roll one die when we're dealing with the rogues, and we get a 2. So it's price times 3. So we'd have to pay $6 for that. We're not going to do it. So, but then we're going to hire 3 times. And the first guy is a buck. No deal. So second trade phase is price times 4. So we pay $4 for our first stooge. And we'll do it. And then we roll one last time. And it's no deal again. So not great. But we hired one guy. I think that's all we need. So we start with $6. And we have we get them for 2 weeks, and I always add the extra day because I am a softie. We get him until the end of the 15th day. So instead of counting today, which is pointless because it's sort of stupid, he can't do anything with us today. We couldn't even move if we wanted to. So we're going to hire this guy, and largely his job is to, in some of the fights, be able to take the heat off of, to take one guy off of our dude so that we can ready this mace and turn it to the way better side. And that is what his job mostly is. So we are good. Did anyone appear at... No one appears today there. So these two are complete. The sorcerer is next. The sorcerer also, I think, hangs out, which is sort of crappy. He's going to hide 2 times because he doesn't want the hassle of the rogues. So he is hidden. He sees what they have. Sort of lame. He is going to hire the strong man for $6. And so that gives him $4. And now he actually has, and we do not hire these guys that often, but now he has the strong man, and the strong man acts as a T-chit, and he can carry one thing. And that's it. That's it for the swordsman, or the sorcerer. And the woods girl is going to go here. She's going to hide one die, hiding, and she does. And then she searches twice. Again, one die. She's looking for a 1, 2, or 3. She fails once and succeeds the second time. And that is on a 4. I think she might actually. So she is what? Peering, right? Yeah, she must be peering. So she could take clues and paths. It barely matters because she's gonna see them, but she will take clues and paths. So she does get to look at these before they turn, but then they're gonna turn. So the altar is in her thing. That's actually good for her. And bones. Bones sucks a little bit. But Bones M is not going to draw. Oh, Bones M is going to draw this guy, though. And that's going to appear right on top of her. So I'll tell you why this is good. So the altar is great for her because she has sacrifice. And sacrifice could very much allow her to find a treasure in the altar that's a large treasure and then immediately dump it. And done. Now, the problem with the Woods Girl is none of these are that impressive in terms of the chit that you end up getting is really not that great for her. Because you get to copy any one chit to use. She could just go for the other option, and cut one of her chits out there. That would. And again, I don't know which one I would do. I might be tempted to do the fight M4 or one of these fight L4s. And then she just gets rid of that chit. Literally, she only has 11 chits for the rest of the game. And then she just gets a large treasure, bam, which could be amazing. It could be game changing. Nonetheless, that is not a decision for now. That is a decision for later. In the meantime, we've got to decide whether we want to try to cap this giant or not. So we did find the path too. So let's make sure that we do that. It's 1-4 Deep Woods. Deep Woods 1-4. And keep in mind that this is a useful place for her to be because the altar is a useful site for her right now. So I think she's going to fight this guy. And she is hidden. So she's going to ambush him. That means she readies the bow. Doesn't really matter sort of what because he's not attacking her yet. She readies the bow. She can fire it with any of these chits now. And she's going to hit. And she's largely looking at the missile table. Now, this is a tremendous unarmored creature. She does light, medium, heavy damage. So she's looking for a 2 or a 1 to kill this guy. At the end of every round, she's got to rehide. Done. That's pretty much it. And if she goes 2 rounds without fatiguing anything, the combat's over. So let's start here. And she rolls a 1 or a 2. This guy dies instantly. 2. So she puts an arrow in his eye and he drops and he is dead. When ambush works, it works great. And when it doesn't work, it is the frustrating thing. She gets 8 prowess for that. And technically she is winning prowess. Like, I almost should put a minimum on there, right? Like the gold has 10 points minimum. I should almost put a minimum value of prowess to be winning it. But I'm not gonna. She's winning prowess. Done. So she technically scores 2 points with her 8 prowess. Now, that's going to likely go away here over the course of time. But That's it. And she gets the first kill, and she's on the board. Done. And that is day one. I'm going to pause you guys for one moment, and I will be back. You won't notice, I hope. And I'll be back in a minute here. Hold on. All right, so let's get day two started here. And starting with the Black Knight, he has his buddy. I think we're going to go and explore, check the Borderlands real quick. So if we check the Borderlands, we are talking hide, move to BL1, right? So hide, and then move, and we're going to end up in BL1. Our guy's coming with us, of course, and we'll see what the hell's in there. Done. The WGirl. So bats would suck a little bit. Another giant, you know, demons are the worst thing that could happen. So she's gonna hide and then search, hoping to find the altar. Now she does get to draw this quest, and she gets danger sense. Ugh, okay. Don't you love when I make that scoffing, that or I hate this card. I wrote these. But there are some losers in here, right? Or cards that only make sense in certain conditions and certain times, etc. Danger Sense is one of them. Now, it's not terrible. She can alert this bow on an instant and get to the useful side. It's super good for like the Magician or the Sorcerer to alert a magic chit instantly. It's not as good for fighters typically. You'd rather just be hidden. Like, she'd just rather be hidden. If she's not hidden, what the hell is she doing? So, all good. But she is going to hide and then search, hoping to find the altar. Done. Our third character, the Sorcerer. So, first thing we have to decide is, did he cast? Does he cast Meld into Mist first thing? I'm going to say, of course, right? Because that's sort of the vibe. Bam. And so he is melted into Mist, and then he can invoke that anytime purple comes up. Now, of course, he's sort of banking on the Witch King not then turning everything purple, because the Witch King also has Meld into Mist. So I think they're going to be pretty, circumspect in how they use that. Is the altar of any consequence for... No. The altar is of no consequence for the Sorcerer. He has Diplomat, Locate, Lair, and Pilgrimage. Although Pilgrimage, so good point. He needs to end a phase at the altar and then the chapel, and he could turn that bad boy directly in. So I'm going to say he's going to go 1, 2, 3. And do you go here to pop in there first? 4. Yeah, sure. So he's going to go to Deep Woods 5. Keeping in mind, nope. And he's actually, well. So the extra enchant phase only kills the useless enchant phase. So if he needs to rest and recoup that chit, he's got to do it, and it doesn't matter. So if he goes 1, 2, 3, he can just go there, rest and recoup that chit, done, and not worry about burning a purple to have to hide Meld into Mist. The Witch King gets Woodwise. Woodwise. I like Woodwise. That's a good quest, but he needs to end a phase in any 3 woods tiles. I mean, he's got 2 right here. So that is pretty easy for him to do. And he could get this one real quick too if he used some enchants. So I think that's what we're going to start with. Are we casting tonight? I think we are casting tonight. So we're going to cast Meld into Mist with that chit. We're going to fatigue that one. Done. he also gets an extra enchant phase. So we are melted in the mist when we burn a purple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. So move, and move into the woods. And that will count as 1. Let me put 3 here. Oh. And he will have done the nut woods. So 1, 2, 3. And then unfortunately he can't move back. So he's going to also rest because there's no reason to do anything else at the moment. Done. And that will give him the nutwoods. And we will actually put the nutwoods because that will give us just a record of what the hell's going on. So everybody's got their day 2 up and running. Let's get a monster check here. And what we're looking for the Woods Girl is no 2. Up 4. So giants and trolls again. Ugh, okay. Witch King is first. The Witch King's going 1, 2, 3, and he's going to rest his chit. And he will check this to see what it is, and it is ruined. So wolves. So it's wolves. He goes here, and he rests this guy. Done. Sorcerer. Going 1, 2, 3, and the sorcerer's going to rest. You guys are like copying each other. The Woods Girl is going to hide, so she's going to spend use 1 die to hide. If I roll 2 dice, the red die will always count, so I won't have to re-roll. She is hidden. She's going to search 3 times. She's looking for a 4 or a 1. This is a locate check. If she gets a 2, that's not good enough. She gets a 1, so she does get to choose, and she is going to find the altar. So the altar gets marked off, and she has 1 left, and she's going to loot the altar. And she gets a 4, so she gets the 4th, which is actually the 6th card in this deck, because it's underneath. Oh, the Enchanted Meadow. The first thing is first. Return face up to the bottom of the pile it was drawn from, and follow the instructions on the setup chart. So it goes there. She has found it. Right? What is it? What did it say? Let me make sure I did that right. Return face up to the bottom of the pile in the box it was drawn from. Follow the instructions on the chart. There's not really instructions on the chart, but so she has found it, by the way, because she gets to. So Enchanted Meadow, she has found the Enchanted Meadow. So she can search the Enchanted Meadow. But that would be tomorrow, because today a giant comes. Roar. It's the second giant looking for its brother. And he does the whole fee, fi, fo, fum thing, and she's going to decide whether she's going to put an arrow in him also. And we are going to go there. And I think he, has 2 hides? He has 2 hides. And he does. So the Black Knight hides. He skulks into the Borderland. The Borderland is going to pull some dragons and the pool in 6. Ugh. But don't get me wrong, the Black Knight is not above sacrificing his buddy to grab some shit at the pool. What I'm about is I hate to see treasure locations in caves. Or I'm super happy to see them in caves if I have a character ready for the caves. A character with a torch, or a lantern, or the dwarf, pretty much. And that's the second of our treasure locations found. And I'm going to mark that we got the Nutwoods found. And I think we only have a single case of a creature, and that is here. So we're going to do a combat here in same deal, right? She readies this bow. She's going to pop that, and she uses that one to ready. It doesn't matter. A 1 or a 2 kills this guy. Anything else, and she has to roll to stay hidden. After 2 phases, she has either fatigued once or the combat's over. So what do we get? We get a 2. She pops the giant. And she has felled 2 giants. Like I said, when ambush works, it is a wonderful, wonderful tool for her. So she has killed 2 of those guys. She's found the enchanted meadow. Done. I think that's it for day 2. I don't think we have anything else going on here. All right, so let's get day 3 rolling. So the Black Knight, what's the Black Knight going to do? So Quiet Knight, Survivor, and Rescue. So far, unfortunately, can he get to... What can he get to easily? What is Smoke Cave going to bring? Smoke Cave brings him. So the nice thing is, given the fact... So the Black Knight with a mace, with a hireling, does not have to worry about this tile unless he ends his day in the pool. If he ends his day in the pool, the octopus comes. And the octopus is dangerous. We cannot kill a tremendous creature. We would have to give our guy up and then flee, which sucks a little bit. However, Smoke, at least early on, the first time, is only going to bring this guy. That guy is killable with a mace, and with a buddy, it is almost a given. It is an insta-kill. And so that's pretty cool. Everything else, a little dicier because there's 2 of them. But we could pop Rescue then on one of these 2 stacks. The only problem is there really isn't anything over here. What sort of sucks is that, there's nothing here. There's nothing good here. And it doesn't lead to anything, again, that good. These, I would argue, these 4 tiles, right? This guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy are sort of nothing burgers. I mean, they don't lead to anywhere good unless this one gets enchanted, which it might by the WGirl. They don't lead to anything good. They don't have anything in them. Unfortunately, no stack has survived the WGirl. So we might head down here and try to get to the ghosts and pop the rescue, but then we just have to trudge back through and so on. I mean, so be it. So anyway, I totally diverged and digressed there. So, so what do we got? So we're right in the Black Knight's move. I think we're gonna move, and we're gonna end up in BL4. So we're gonna end up here. Oops. We're gonna move to 4. I'm gonna pop Rescue right now on the ghosts. Choose a clearing not in your current tile containing at least 1 group of monsters. So we're gonna roll. 1d6. We add 2. The order and the guard never get caught. It is the soldier. So the top soldier is here. I'll put a rescue chip on him just to make sure we remember that he's a rescue. Do we need to? Yeah, we'll just do this. We'll actually shrink it down and we'll put it on him. So it is a rescue for the Black Knight right there. So that is his rescue, and his move is going to be to roll right down here. Done. The WGirl. So what can she get in the Enchanted Meadow? I mean, this isn't awesome for her, but it's not terrible. The main problem with that weapon is she can use it at a time of 4 or 5, and she can't carry it, so pointless. Okay, so she doesn't want the true steel sword. What she wants is the pony is great. Everything else sort of sucks, but the pony is awesome. So what we're going to do is we're going to hide once, search 3 times again. And we're going to, so that's all. So, and we'll re-roll one of our searches if we need to. Done. You use that lucky day. We need to burn that thing. The sorcerer. So the sorcerer is either looking for goblins, he's looking for the lair, he's looking for the altar to get his pilgrim on. One thing to remember, when you are melted into mist, you can use paths and passages, but you do not learn them. All he has to do is end a phase here. Or does he? No, he has to have found it, I believe. He has to have found it. Oops. It doesn't say that. I don't love that. Let me make sure. Hold on. I'm going to pause. So, I mean, I read my document and I read the other document, and frankly, the answer is no, it doesn't seem like it matters. I just have to end a phase there. That's fine. So there we go. So we have to end a phase. So do we care enough to... I mean, do we care enough to go in there? Is there anything else in there that... I think it goes, but can it be found again? I think it can be found again. In any case, one second, my mother. So, I think we go 1, 2, 3, and then 4, and make our way to the chapel. So we're going to end our day, and how we're going to do this is we're going to melt into mist. We're going to burn a purple and go 1, 2, 3, 4, so we can use this path instantly. Otherwise, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're there, which is fine, and it saves the purple. But I think we're just going to make our way straight through. We're going to open this up to see it, and that's gonna make it's one phase. We've saved a phase. We burned a purple, so technically we've actually used 2 phases to save it. Don't worry about it. Anyway, we've saved multiple phases. Darn it. No, not really. But we get to open this up first and see what the hell this is. So I think that's worth it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go move, 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 and we're gonna end up in the ledges, and we're gonna use melt into mist. We're gonna mimic. Hopefully that will remind me what the hell. Because remember, we're looking for the layer, so that's a thing. So we're gonna burn a purple and do that, and then finally our WGing. So we can go 1, 2, 3. And we have no other reason to go other than to get here. If we go here and we enchant that guy, oh, see, that sucks. That actually doesn't get us. So 5 can never lead anywhere. Ugh, that really blows. So, okay, well, so be it. So getting up there is then sort of a non-event, and then we have to run all the way back and find the last woods to get to. So shitty, but we're going to do it. And we're going to go 1, 2, and 3. So we're going to move into the mountains and then move again into, I think, Mountain 2. And then we're largely going to use our, we have an extra spell X and a spell phase, and that's going to flip this chit to get our purple done. And that's what we're going to do. And we have our, I really need to move that. Day 3 is ready to rock here. So let's see what we roll. We got all trolls and giants all day. Do we keep that up? No, it is goblins today. And octopuses and pools and so on, and all bad. And the WGirl is first, along with everyone else. So the WGirl is first. I think she is hiding and searching 3 times. Hide. She fails. Okay. She's going to search 3 times. So she is going to search the altar. She's looting the altar. That's 2. So she gets the second card in the pile. So there's 2 cards and then 2 cards. So she gets the 4th card in this pile. Oh, you've got to be flipping kidding me. Return face up at the bottom of the pile. See the chart of appearances. So she finds the toadstool circle also. And actually what I am going to do, I am going to, so it's 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And then I am going to turn the enchanted meadow up like this, just so I just know it's there. The toadstool circle is there also. I'm going to do that because I just need to know that there's a black source there. It's a little dicey. There's the 2 cards. Here's the 2. Oop, nope, no, stop it. Which ones of these go first? Oh God. Okay, I totally screwed this up, guys. Like that. Sure. So we're gonna put these here, even though it's a little bit out of order. We're gonna put these here, and we're gonna put these here. The demon goes on top of that one. The winged demon on top of that one. Done. It's just peeking out, but we should know that there's a black source there. Done. Okay. So she found the. So she gets the toadstool circle also. That still isn't great, by the way, for her. Because there's nothing in there. Don't give me the treasure card. Otherwise, really? I don't think it matters. The pony's great for this one, so she does not mind rolling for that pony. But that true steel sword would be useless. So that's her first loot. Her second loot is going to be she only has a 50-50, like a 33% chance to get anything. Yeah, if she had 1 medium move, Chet, she would take the true steel sword and go with it, but she does not. So she's going to roll. This is her second loot. She's going to roll on the altar again. She's looking for a 1 or a 2. She gets a 4, so that's nothing. And then finally, 1 more, and I suppose it's going to be the altar again, and she's going to get nothing. That's a 5, nothing. So she actually strikes out at the altar. The altar has a lot of cool magical gadgets, but nothing super great there. Now, having said that, this is a great spot for the Witch King to come, kill that demon, harvest it for its organs, reanimate it, But nonetheless, she is done and she has found nothing. So I think that's going to leave us with sort of a choice tomorrow. And I think the choice tomorrow might be to remove one of her chits, to reverse sacrifice. Remove a chit, take the victory point, and then get out of dodge. She does get a treasure out of it. It's not ideal, and I don't feel great about it because she does not have a good, like, there's some characters have a great set of chits to do something like that with. She doesn't really. Maybe this fight M5 would be the one I would drop. Because it is soup. Now, don't get me wrong. There are weapons she could find, which makes that a terrible idea, including the medium bow. But I think she can't carry the medium bow. Done. So fight M5. So I think that's what we're going to do tomorrow. Anyway, she's done for today. That is not. So the Black Knight is going to go, and he's moving into Borderlands 4. So he goes, boom, boom, not hidden. Nothing. Oh, the pull draws the octopus. But it comes in at clearing 6, and clearing 6 is fine. We don't care about clearing 6, man. We hear the octopus behind us, right? Oh, that would be sort of, right? We pass through furtively, us and our guy, and as we leave, you can see the shadows of the giant octopus coming out of the pool. But we're going to be out of there by the time that happens. Now, we do pop rescue. We did, and so he is there. And tomorrow, we're going to try to make that happen. WGirl goes 1, 2, 3, and then uses his power to get this chit flipped. And nothing appears. And then finally, the sorcerer melts into mist. So he's going to purple up. So he burns this. And he's going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And he ended a thing at the altar. So we'll mark that as a pilgrimage. So he has 1, 2, and what? 3? No, 3. Because if he does 3 of them, that's different. And he did the altar. And so there you go. And now we have stink, spiders and giants, and slither 3, serpent. So this is a dud. This plays a little bit, and we are done. And so all we have is do we have a fight anywhere? No, 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 and no. We have no fights. That is day 3. And we're looking to write day 4. So I think for day 4, our Black Knight hides and moves into the clearing, moves into Awful Valley. So we're going to hide. We're going to move to Awful Valley. Done. Hopefully to do the rescue. Our WGirl, so she does have to make a call. So where to go next is really the question. Oh, she should have re-rolled one of her searches on Lucky Day. I'm going to give her that because it's a card and I need to burn that card. So I'm going to re-roll that one search she did. And she's still looking for a 1 or a 2. It's a loot. Nope, she gets a 3, so she finds one of the things. She burns this card. That was actually more the point than anything else. And so today she has giant oh God. Really? That is so not cool. First off, there's 2 reasons that's not cool. First off, she's killed 2 giants already without the card. Second reason that's not cool is she has killed all the goddamn giants. There are no more giants in the game. That is a useless card for her. So what I think that means is, so I think she has her move then. If that's what happens yesterday, she has her move. She's going to quest phase, and that quest phase is going to get her sacrifice. So she's going to quest. She's going to hide while she's here. And hide. And move to the house. and that is she's gonna turn her cards in. So she's gonna get sacrifice done, move into the house, pretty much. That's gonna get her a point. That's gonna get her a large treasure. She's gonna move to the house. She's gonna be able to ditch Danger Sense. She's gonna ditch Giant Slayer. She's gonna get a new slate of cards and then figure out what the plan is from there. And she is done. The Sorcerer. So I think the Sorcerer is going to move. So he's going to move, and move. 1, 2, 3, and I think 4. Into the ruins. So he's going to move into ruins too. And again, he's just looking to move. Ruin 2. Goblins could appear there. That's fine. Looking to pop that that lair. So done. And then the WGing. Not attacked or target. Can it be blocked as missed? That is the question. And I was not clear on that. So that is 100% my fault. Again, shitty. I'm going to pause. I'll be back. And the answer is no. You cannot block or be blocked as mist. So what that means is I am probably going to meld into mist. And I am probably going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be a nothing move. I'm going to move up into this woods to pop the woods. And then I'm going to move back to the mountains here. And I will be missed that day. And so on. So we're going to move back to mountain 2. But we will have done the woods. And we'll have the oak woods as part of our thing. So that will be 2 of the woods that we need done. And then the third one's going to just be a chore. We're going to have to just go do it. Yeah. So there you go. And all right, let's get this done, guys. Let's get this day moving here. So this is what, day 4? Yeah, day 4. Let's do it. I love Magic Realm. Love the game. Love the game. 6. So it's bats today. So we do have some bats possible today. Chance of bats. Sunny with a chance of bats. So we get the Sorcerer. Sorcerer's going 1, 2, 3, 4. He is unhidden and he is just moving. So that is Serpents, Dank, and Roar 6. Nothing appears, and we are done with him. The Woods Girl is going to use her quest phase. So she's going to sacrifice. So she burns this chit. I hate deleting it. I'm going to put it up here and done. So that chit is gone. So presumably the sacrifice was her. She scores 1 VP, and she gets a large treasure. And she gets that card, Dragon Slayer. That's a better card than what she has currently. But let's get her a large treasure. What is the large treasure? It is the Flying Damn Carpet, which is medium, and she can't carry it. Womp womp. Okay, so she's dropping that crap right there. So that treasure sort of sucks. Great for a lot of guys. In fact, frankly, if I am, I mean, it's too bad that they've cast Meld into Mist, because if I was either of those two guys, although they don't have to, if they do their own purple, they do not actually have to invoke they don't have to energize the spell. They can just energize the carpet, because that carpet's a fly too. So that's a huge deal for both the sorcerer and the Witch King, because it is almost as good as Meld into. It's not quite as good as Meld into Mist. It won't get you away from the octopus, whereas Meld into Mist will. But it gets you out of almost every other fight in the game. Not the imp, but a lot of fights. So, but then she moves. So she's going to move down here. She gets the victory point at the very least. But then she moves down here. She's going to hide twice, by the way, while she's in the woods. So, yeah, and she doesn't want to be, because she don't want to be in the house. Those guys don't really like her, strangely enough. They sort of kicked her out, I think. And then she's going to burn her cards. Is she going to keep Dragon Slayer? Sure. But she's going to burn her other two cards. And I'm going to say she's really enough. Who shuffled this shit? Oh my God. Okay. Okay. All right. She gets Giant Slayer again. That is very much not cool. Oh, damn it. I forgot. No, I didn't forget. Okay. Yeah, she is not cool. So done. All right. She is done. And that was at the end of the day, she gets to do her cards. So that is, she doesn't get to change them again. This guy's going to hide and move up into there. Sometimes when I do things out of order and then I get confused. Okay, I am done there. These guys come to his clearing. Done. And then the Witch King melts in the mist. So he's going to burn the purple he just created. And he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. That gives him the Nutwoods. Oh no, the Oak Woods, right? Yeah, he gets the Oak Ridge boys there. So he's got 2 of the 3 woody bits, and unfortunately, he does draw the bats, but he's missed, so it barely matters because he can't be blocked by the bats. He can't be fought by the bats. He's missed it up pretty good, and he is there. I think we are done with the day. The loser of the day is absolutely the Woods Girl. But she does score a card. She does get that. She has 3 points to her name. The Black Knight hidden. And his guy is hidden. So here we go. So we're going to do this combat and try to rescue our guy. So while hidden, we are going to take... it doesn't matter. It could be any of these. We're going to take that chit and ready. We're going to take this chit to play it. We're going to attack that guy. And we're good. We're not going to do anything else this round. This guy stays hidden with us. And we are going to attack and hope that this guy does not flip. Or if he does flip, that he stays lined up on a 1 or a 4, and he does. We'll roll to see if he flips. It won't matter. He does not flip. So that ghost, ooh, we come out with the mace, and we just plug this guy with M3 damage, and he is dead. So we kill one of the ghosts. But now we are unhidden. Oh, that is not the right thingy. Now we are unhidden. We pull a buddy chart out. We are going to lure the ghost to our sheet on this side. So we can play either side when we're lured. We don't have to change it. And on this side, the ghost can't hurt this guy. And on this side, they have to line up, and we're slightly faster. So this is, and we're going to do the same thing in that we're going to ready our weapon and put that guy there. So while the swordsman sort of, sways and dances and tries to keep this ghost off of him, the Black Knight is going to try to creep up on the ghost and whap him as best he can. Where does the ghost end up? The ghost ends up lining up. Does the ghost flip or not? The ghost does flip. So the ghost does light damage to our medium dude fastest, and he hits him and does nothing because light damage is nothing. And then this guy is going to kill him. And so what we don't get is we don't get the 2, and we don't get 6 notoriety. We only get 4 notoriety, or 4 prowess, I should say, for doing that. But that's okay. Because what we are going to get, a cleared valley, and everybody can get behind that, right? But B, we are going to hit our rescue here, and we get 1 VP on the rescue, which we'll put on our sheet there. So 1 VP, 4 prowess. We did not mark the prowess here, and she got 8 and 8 pretty much. So we need to make sure we mark on the sheet because that is sort of my check. He gets 4. He gets a VP. He gets the guy, so he gets another member of his merry band of miscreants to add to that guy. And it's the card. The card is Archaeological Dig. So let me put that right there. Dig. We can figure that one out in a second. Is there anything else as far as fights go? She's hidden, so we don't bother. I don't even bother rolling. Done, done, and done. No, I think we are good to go. Where is the archaeological dig? It is ruins. Ruins 6. Now let me total his points. So the Black Knight is on the board with 2 points. Ruins 6 is a shitty ruins. It is crappy. It is totally crappy. Why? Because it's the only one that's in the damn cave. That sucks. Okay. Having said that, boy, that Devil Sword doesn't suck for the Black Knight. Devil Sword on this side is freaking amazing. He can't overstrength it, so whatevs, but he does heavy star damage with it. That can kill a Tremendous Unarmored. It is ×3. Can't kill a Tremendous Armored. So, interesting question. I don't know that we necessarily shoot for it. Too many things bad can happen in there. So we got to figure out what to do here as the Black Knight. So the Black Knight has Survivor. So here's the only problem that the Black Knight now faces. The Black Knight now has to get past this guy. He cannot do tremendous damage. This guy can, and he can auto hit. But that takes a god-awful amazing roll to get that done. So we are going to have to waste, effectively, 2+ days getting past this pull. So this is actually going to kill the rest of his week. Because there is no other way out of this cul-de-sac here. No other way. So So I think we move, and so there's a 1 in 6 bad chance, pretty much. So if we move and hide, so you're not going to move because that would take you straight to the pool. But we have to move and hide. So we're going to move and hide. So hide and move, actually, and back into the Borderlands. And that is done. So that's an easy fix for. So she has a choice now. Her choice is, do you sit here one more day and get rid of that Giant Slayer card? Because that Giant Slayer card is just not happening. Or do you hope to roll a 4 on day 7 and get the Giants back? The chance of rolling a 4 on day 7 is, the chance of not rolling a 4 on day 7 is 25-36. So 11-36. There's about a 1/3 chance to get a Giant back, to get the Giants back on day 7. But it's only a 1/3 chance. Wolf Tamer is also a little bit of a crapshoot, because to get there, she's going to have to roll all the way up around where? Where the hell gets her to up through here and then down? So I don't love it. I don't love it at all. This map is a little hostile now all of a sudden to like the WGirl, because there's a couple just sort of ways, like, you know. So I mean, she can get to the Evil Valley in a single day. This guy is never a good idea without a card or I hate to say, a body to throw at it at some point. You know, and is going all that way up there to tame the wolves. Now, mind you, you get the Warlock too, but there are no good dwellings up there to then turn him in. So I am going to say that her gig is going to be, I hate to say it, she's going to hide 4 times and just, I mean, it's a waste of a day. And she's going to turn in the 2 cards and go from there. I just don't think that is a winner. And remember, Ruins, if Ruins didn't appear up here, maybe she keeps these cards. But Ruins appeared here. So all the wolves are in a mess. Not in a good way. Now, the other option would be to make your way up to here, knowing that if you can get there by day 7, you can use the bats, and the bats can take you somewhere. But again, I don't know that I like that. I think we're going to wait the day and just do what we got to do here. So I think this is going to become a really clunky week for the rest of the characters here. What does this guy think of the Order? He don't like them. Doesn't like them at all. So I think what we are going to do is we are going to go 1, 2, 3, and rest. So we're going to move, and rest. Second move is to the chapel. One of this move was to the altar. I don't know if it was that one or the other one. That will get us pilgrimage. That will score us pilgrimage. I think that's enough. I think we just go 1, 2, 3. We rest there. Done. That's our gig. So I think the sorcerer's day is pretty obvious. And now it comes down to the WGing. So the WGing with an alerted drain life, and I was thinking of making that unalertable. That's an interesting proposition because that then balances it against the octopus and so on. But having said that, he is the one guy that can just kill the octopus in a heartbeat right now because I've not made that rule. He is the one guy that can just pop that damn octopus in a heartbeat. 1, 2. But I don't think. I mean, so right now he's just literally locate the statue. Has not found it. Learn a spell, and Woodwise. None of those are great. I think he moves to Awful Valley too. So we're gonna move to the valley. We are going to rest. We are going to extra spell X, and we are going to spell. That will pull this chip back. We will get it all the way back, and done. We'll end up there. And that is our day 5 for everybody. Yep. Let's get a monster roll. Could be interesting here based on where everybody ends up. 5. So spiders and imps. We have not seen spiders and imps yet. Black Knight is first, and the Black Knight is going to move and he's going to hide. And he does. Nothing appears, nothing comes at him. He is done. He actually almost wanted this guy to come down here. Because if he does, he has a slightly easier way out of where he's at. But so be it. The WGirl hides 4 times. She has to roll 2 dice because she's not in any of her, and she hides 4 times. And now she's going to turn in cards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the cards. I think she keeps Dragon Slayer. I'm going to put these 2 away. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw these 2 like this. Done. Okay. And I don't think, not, oh, wait, 5. Does anything go? No. Campfires. Done. WGing. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 5, actually, because he had to use his extra phase. And then this guy goes 1, 2, 3, and he rests this chit up there. And he scores Pilgrim. So the sorcerer is going to get a card point. But I don't think he's going to try to visit the 3rd. The shrine's not out. The monastery's not out. I think he just turns it in. And that's going to give him Guide, which is play during a search. And he can use he can get a path or passage instantly done. And I think that's the whole damn day. And there's no creatures and no otherwise rolls otherwise to deal with. The WGirl now turns her cards in, so let's check and see what she got. She got trinkets. Oh, encounter of. Oh my God. I mean, I hate to say that is good. That is good shit, right? That is. The plant flag is great if it's somewhere around, and then she gets trinkets. Giant. And now this is where we know the WGirl is cursed this game. So plant flag. Let's investigate plant flag. 3-1, caves 1. So where does the WGirl have to plant her flag? She's got to plant her flag in cave 1. It's not the worst. Not the best. I always hate planting my flag there. But having said that, she could make her way up. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? She could easily get, or 1, 2, 3, 4, but she has to find this. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Yeah, so I think she's going to keep this because I hate the idea of spending another day here to turn in 1 card. I do. I hate it. I hate that. I hate that. So I think we're going to stick with it and go with that. So this is day 6 coming up. Let's write day 6 for everybody. The Black Knight still has sort of a rough go here. He has to hide and move to the pool. And of course, hope that that he makes it. Because if he doesn't make it, that is a crappy. The other option is to hide and search and try to desperately find this thing. And that will get him around the octopus a tiny bit. But so what's he trying to do? The dig site is a mess. It's down here. Yeah, you have this weird. There's almost like 3 or 4 boards, 3 boards, and they're all sort of vaguely separated. They do come together in the Borderlands, of course. One is this board, the crags here and here. One is this board, the ruin, this side here. And the last one is the goofy cul-de-sac, which does attach. But again, they're all sort of weirdly separated. And as soon as you put this guy in the middle of this, it sort of cuts everything off. It's an interesting board. I don't love it for scoring because it's harder to move around in than I anticipated. So let's take a quick look at where I'm at here. Yeah, we're gonna try to get the dig site done. So we're hiding and moving to the pool. That is absolutely the case. Day 6 for the WGirl is I think she's going to make a trek. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe, and just try as best she can to get out of Dodge. The altar, she doesn't care. 1, 2, 3, 4. So she's going to move to Deep Woods 3. Move, 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 move. Deep Woods 3. Does not care about. She would care if the bats came, but she can run from the bats as right now. And if the bats do come, then she's going to potentially utilize that tomorrow. Done. So she's going to just get herself moving. The sorcerer. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2. I think we're good. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to move to ledges 1. So we're going to move. Ledges 1. Done. And the Witch King sort of has to get out of the cul-de-sac here. So that is true. Problem with the Witch King that he has is that he does fatigue when he alerts a chit. So it's not alerting a chit is not a no-brainer for him. So it's not a given. So let's see sort of where we fall here. We're in good shape magically. We have literally we are full on up. We could wander into so this is where danger sense would be great for the Witch King. The Witch King would danger sense and move, and he would just pound that dude. He would just nuke the damn octopus, and then move on. But as it stands, he can't do that right away, and so he either has to. He's going to hide and move in. He's going to hide and move to the Borderlands. Done. Okay. So there's our day. Now the problem is tomorrow is today is day 6, tomorrow's day 7. We're going to roll 2 rolls for the monster roll. So that could, anything that requires a combat gets complicated because you might have an extra combatant come in that you didn't expect. So 2 serpents and demons. Dun, dun, dun. So that is going to make some lives a little complicated. So the Woods Girl is going to go first. And the Woods Girl runs 1, 2, 3, 4. She is done. And she pops the demon. But the demon doesn't care. It's not going to chase after her. It's going to appear, wondering why its treasure's site has been ransacked. And yet nothing's been taken. Because, yeah. Because Sorcerer goes 1, 2, 3, and 4. And he gets Slither 3. Yeah, so that's going to appear there. But it's Slither 3, so it's behind him. So he's okay with this so far. This is a little dicier for him. That is strangely not a good fight for the Sorcerer. WGing is going to hide and move there. Let's see if he hides. He does. I don't think anything appears, so good for him. And he is there. And then the Black Knight is going to hide. And this is an important hide roll, which he fails, and he moves to the pole. And that is the crappiest possible thing that could happen because he's going to largely have to give up his guy, and he's going to have to back off. And that really sucks, because that is the worst of all possible worlds. So let's look real quick at, is there anything else happening? No, it is literally here. So to kill the dude, we need tremendous damage. So we have to roll a 2 or a 1 here. So the chance of a 2 or a 1 here is 1, 1, 2, 1, and 1, 2. Those 3 rolls. So you're talking 3 rolls of 36. It is a 1 in 12 chance of the crossbowman actually getting enough damage to do that. So here's what we're doing. We are unhidden. The octopus crawls out of its pool here and starts to, writhing and blah, 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 right? The crossbowman's going to lure. He's going to be like, you guys, get out, and crossbowman's going to lure, and we are going to run. Oh, and you know what sucks? Like, both of these guys. So what we're going to do, so, okay, it totally sucks, by the way. This guy's going to lure. Or not lure. We're going to have to deploy. Because this guy can't run either. Only the Black Knight can run. The Black Knight has to run by himself and do this. So these guys might kill this dude. And that'd be great. But we have to sort of just get out of Dodge. And we have nothing we can do either. We have nothing we can do for these guys. We can do at most heavy damage. This thing is still tremendous. We are relying on this crossbowman. We have a 1 in 12 chance. We effectively get a couple shots, though, potentially. So we're going to play like this and hope that this guy can come through. And the Black Knight, he's taking the hell off. He doesn't have to run yet. He's going to stay in there until that crossbowman is the only thing left. So we stick around. We stick around and see what happens. So everyone's targeting this, of course. And where does the octopus show up? The octopus is going to go 6, so he's going to go to the bottom. He never flips. These two guys have to go, and we're hoping that the doesn't line up. So he goes here, which is good. He stays put, which is good. Do they flip? That is the danger. So does the crossbowman flip? No. Does the target flip? No. So that's good. So let's do everyone's weapon length is first. This guy hits first. We roll a 2 or a 1, and all that consternation was a garbage point. So a 2 or a 1, it is possible, not super likely, but it is possible. 2, holy crap! The crossbowman plants one into the heart of the octopus, killing it. I'm so happy. Oh man! So first thing is first, the Black Knight is going to get 12 prowess total. He gets 8 for that, but he gets 12 prowess total. His guys are both alive. He's still in he's still in there. Again, that is huge for the Black Knight. Because that could have effectively been he loses both of his guys. He has to retreat back, still has to hide into their the next turn, and then failing the hide that's a 30% chance of death for him because he can't kill it and he can't avoid it. He would be done. Now he might have the pool to loot. This opens everything up. Okay. Whew, okay. That is about as exciting as I've had today. We're gonna finish out this week for sure. So let's see. This is white and black magic in every clearing. Now here's the thing. We would be foolish. I do not want that pullback. I do not want that octopus back. So the Black Knight is thinking. So the problem is I know exactly what's going to happen with the Witch King. So knowing the Witch King's trying to come through here, you know that you're going to get that whole situation. Having said that, I don't want to be here at all when that happens. So I think what I am going to do is I think I am going to just move out. I'm going to use this opportunity to get out of Dodge. And by getting out of Dodge, I'm going to go 1, 2 to Cursed Valley. So I'm going to move to the Cursed Valley. Now it takes me away, but I think that's where I want to go. That gets me closer to the dig site. It saves me. The pool is I'm not there. Done. WGirl 1, 2. She's probably gonna hide twice. Hide. She's gonna move to the woods and then hide 2 times, and she is done. 3 is our sorcerer. What is he gonna do? Yeah, I don't like this fight for the sorcerer at all. So Where are we trying to get to? Locate layer, guide, diplomat. So goblins. The funny part is we actually have not even seen anywhere the goblins can appear. The goblins are going to be here or here. They're in one of these three. There is actually nowhere else where a goblin can show up currently in this game. So that's a weird vibe. You know, didn't quite expect that, right? I would love to get the damn thing, but it's been dropped. So that is not a good. It's definitely not a good vibe to find that. Now we have the demon on that space. I have no good way to kill the demon. I can fire elementals at it. Elementals are not really great pillars in this point. This guy is. This guy is. This guy's great actually. The mud guy slows him, but not enough. The water guy is great if he's heavy or less, but he's not. The smoke guys are going to just take attacks. Problem is we can't really run because I don't want to run backwards. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to burn mist and go 1. The question is, do I want to... How do I feel about my chances here? How do we feel about the soldiers? Do we like the soldiers? They're unfriendly. And not a big fan. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go to Deep Woods 5. We're going to melt into mist. So we're going to mim. And then move. Deep Woods 5. And done. Okay? And then our lovely Witch King. Ugh, what are we doing, Witch King? What are we doing, my friend? Locate statue, learn a spell. Does the statue even have a spell for us? No. No. So no, neither. So statue, those two are orthogonal goals. Woodwise, that's a goal. So he's trying to actually get to here, strangely enough. Because otherwise, that's a long haul for any of the other woods. So I think he's going to 1. And hide. So we're going to move to the pool and hide, or hide and move to the pool. I mean, it doesn't matter. So we're going to do that. Done. And we're just going to see what happens. If the octopus shows up, I'm going to alert. If just the octopus shows up, as a for instance, and we're going to alert. We're going to nuke it. Because for all the talk of this death ray that I have and all the amazing stuff he can do, he hasn't touched a creature yet. So let's get to that. So there's black magic in every clearing, so that is good. All right. When he flips, what is he? He's a 3. But he kills instantly. Like the Witch King can't take a hit at all. So without a buddy, he can't, without a flunky, he can't even deal with that. So, all right, so it's day 7. We have magic, white and black, every clearing. We're going to roll 2 dice and see what the hell happens. And indeed, the pool is going to be in play. And spiders and imps. So let's see what happens here. Sorcerer is first. The Black Knight is happy he got out of dodge. Melt into mist. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I don't think anything appears. No, we're looking for crosses, and we're looking for blue squares. Done. Nothing appears. Sorcerer is done. But the Sorcerer does have to burn one of his last two Meld into Misty chits there. And the WGing is going to hide. Strange enough, he should have alerted. He does hide, though. So he hides. He moves into there. Oh, my. So we got that. So first thing is first, I should do this, right? So we do drag this guy. Oops, we drag one of these guys, the pool. We drag him back. But no one else is actually on the board. And then this guy appears. With our WGing. But that's it. That's the move. The WGirl is going 1-2. She's going to have hidden twice when she gets there. And she is hidden. And we don't know what this is. It is bones. So 2 ogres appear. Ogres are pretty easy kills. So she'll probably ambush them tonight. And finally, the Black Knight gets out of dodge. And I think he's glad he got out of dodge. Because I don't think he wanted to deal with this. Now we are hit. Okay, so there you go. So we are hidden. Drain Life is a single target spell. We could try it a couple times, and when we become unhidden, meld into mist. So we are not necessarily. So we're gonna do this battle first. We are going to play. It doesn't matter because we can't auto hit this guy. It's literally a 1/3 chance of hitting him. And then we have to roll to stay hidden. If we become unhidden, we're going to have to meld into mist the next round and stay put. So let's do it. So he's going to, because he does the fatigue. There's black magic in every clearing on day 7. 1 or a 2? 6. No. So we miss. This guy goes, well, it's not a 1 or 2. It'd be a 1 or a 4 technically. He goes down there. So we miss. Do we become unhidden? On a 6 we do, and we do not. So that is round 1. Round 2, same thing. Now the funny part is we actually can't auto fatigue because we don't have a move to play. So we're looking for a 1, we're looking for a 4. We get a 3. So we're not going to hit this guy. And the real question now is, do we have to meld into mist or not? I suppose we could fatigue. We could fatigue. Time out. So we could, well, we have to unhide anyway. No, we're hidden. So we could fatigue by burning. Shit, I just don't know if that's worth it. No, we're just going to stay put. I think I'm going to stay put. So we shot our shot. It was a day 7 shot, right? It was one of those where you go, well, this is special because I have magic. But burning a chip to then get another 3rd chance when tomorrow we could just alert and kill it, auto kill it, seems to not be. Although having said that, no, you know what? So I take that back. We are going to be fatiguing every one of these. It sounds dumb, but we're fatiguing everyone because if we hit him, we rest 4. And now I've always ruled you can't rest the ones you've used to cast the spell. Like the spell is cast, then you unfatigue, and then you fatigue the chits used to cast the spell. But he's not fatiguing any of the chits to cast the spell. He is just burning color. He is undoing these guys. And he's allowed to do that. He's allowed to take a color chit and just go, yeah, I want to exhaust this so it's no longer color. And so that's going to be round 2. And then he gets 2 more shots. Now, the trick is he can't burn through all of these and then get unhidden. That would suck. But anyway, so different beast. So let's see. Does he hit this time? So this is round 3. He does not hit. Does he become unhidden on round 3? No. Okay, so that's fine. So on round 4, he has to fatigue again, effectively. And this is round 4. So he does get, so I'll fatigue at the end of the, just offhand. But he's going to have to do it. So he's going to nuke, fire his shot. Round 4. 50-50 chance. 1 or a 4 does it. Nope, 5, so it doesn't do it. He will have to fatigue, of course. I don't know when he has to choose to do that. I could be totally misinterpreting that whole thing. That could be a bad. I'm going to pause. Hold on. Yeah, so he can during the encounter phase, he can effectively go, yep, gone, burning it, and it goes in reverse. So not a problem. So on round 4, he would have to burn this and done. And so the question then becomes, is he spotted by the octopus? And he is. Then he has to melt into mist, and then that's the end of the fight. So a little shitty. It did not turn out like he wanted, but it was actually, I mean, that was just bad luck on his part. He should have hit it in the 6 rounds that he had, or whatever. So good enough, and that combat is over. Oh, I probably didn't pause. Like, I probably made you sit through that. Sorry, I apologize. I should have paused while I looked up the rule. Oops. I don't know if I paused or not. So now it's the Woods Girl's turn. The Woods Girl is hidden, and she's looking to ambush 2 ogres. So we're just playing the ambush game here. The ambush game is, we know what she's going to play every round. Ogres are medium, keep that in mind. And she is going to shoot him. She's going to hit him. And largely, I think it comes down to, it's light, medium, heavy damage. So pretty much a 5 or a 6. No, because it's medium. So light, medium, heavy. Now, if it goes down 2 levels, she's going to lose both stars there. So light. So she does need to roll a 1 through 4 to hit this guy. Or to kill him. So 1 through 4. And she rolls a 1. So she kills the first one. Thunk. Does the second one spot her at the end of that round? Oh, she only has to roll 1 die, but the red die is in play, like I said. So no, so that doesn't happen. So now she gets 2 shots at this guy at least. Or 1 shot at least, I should say. So 1 through 4, 5. So that's not going to kill him. It does, hold on. It does -2 levels. So that puts her down to light. Done. Not going to kill her. Does he spot her? No. Okay. So this round she has to kill him, or she has to fatigue. She will play a move and fatigue that guy at the end of the round. So she's going to play a move L2 effectively. And she's going to shoot. 1, 3, 4 is going to do it. It doesn't. Does he spot her? No. So she gets 2 more rounds of this little mess. 1 through 4. And does. And so that's it. And she has fatigued 1. She gets 6 prowess, bringing her to 22. Keeps her in the lead. Yeah, keeps her in the lead. The ogres are sort of pointless, but she might as well clear that space out and be done. So, Obviously, day 8's going to be interesting. In addition, we're going to draw, keep in mind that we're also going to draw new events on day 8. So that's cool. I think the Witch King might kill this octopus again. The Black Knight might have a go at the pool too. Don't know. Good question. Um, Now, the one thing I will say is that the Tremendous Demon, strangely enough, is a great target for the Black Knight, the Witch King's anime. The reason being is that even animated, he is a 3/5. So what it means is there's a lot of things which are hard for the. So it would sort of replace Fiery Blast in that case, in the sense that if a gaggle of goblins appeared and I'm hidden, I would just throw this guy at them instead. Because what's going to happen is as soon as one of those goblins flips, this guy's going to be able to target him, auto hit him at a time 3, and then it sort of doesn't matter what happens because he's going to at some point get the hit because he turns red. The combat can't end. So there's a little bit of magic there when it comes to that, because once you flip this guy over, the combat has to finish. And yeah, like your attack times aren't great, your defense times aren't great, but anything that can't generate enough damage to just kill a tremendous dude, this guy can eventually kill, which really makes a big difference. So that might be a weird. Plus, we have to get to the altar anyway to learn a type 5. So I think that might be where we're heading. Maybe after we kill this octopus, of course, but it might be where we head. Or we might leave the octopus as a guardian of the pool. But having said that, the Witch King needs to rest some shit. And he could rest 4 of these. 3 of those in one fell swoop. So anyway, we will get to that. We'll get to that next episode. I think many of the characters are in sort of good shape. I definitely think the sorcerer is in a little bit of the worst shape, simply because a lot of the things that he might be looking for aren't around or are in caves. So, not super fan of the board for the sorcerer at the moment. But that's it. We've had 3 guys score cards. The Black Knight, the WGirl, and the Sorcerer have all scored cards. Pretty much the only thing otherwise on the board is prowess. And the WGirl is ahead by a small margin. The Black Knight is behind by 10. That could easily be. And again, the Witch King might kill the guy at the pool just to get his 8 points. Because he's going to have to kill the demon and get another 8 points. And that's going to score him some prowess. But yeah, as soon as he does the prowess thing, as soon as he does that, then he could do something like go into this serpent hidden, put the demon on him. These guys might hit, might not, but as soon as one of them flips, he auto hits it at a 3. And then he flips over, and so it becomes a very much easier thing for the for instant kills there. Now, as soon as you face something that can do Mind you, oof, man, that would be... I mean, there's 3 of them, so one of them's going to hit this guy and kill it because you can. So anyway, done. I'm going to sign off. So thanks a lot for watching. This is almost 2 hours. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. We'll get this in the books here, and we'll start on the next one soon. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.